Once you are done with your artwork, you're ready to do the finishing work, and if you want to see examples there on the board of students who have completed their artwork and as far as the craftsmanship expectation is concerned, then you are going to sign your picture down in the bottom right hand corner. And I do recommend taking your paper and physically twisting it around to determine which side should be up. So once you've determined up, you're signing the bottom right hand corner. Then you're going to take your ruler, and rather than using the number side, you're going to flip it over. You're going to line it up so that you have just a small amount of media popping through the ruler. You're going to get your Sharpies. You're going to want both of these kinds, and then you're going to want to test them to make sure they're really fresh Sharpies. If they don't make a clean, solid black line, see the instructor for a different Sharpie. You're going to hold it down, and I recommend doing the smaller one first. It's easier. Hold it down with one hand, pulling the Sharpie with the other hand. Once you've made one pass at it, you're going to scooch this over, and you want all of them to be the same. So if you end up like goobering off to the side when you do it, then that means you'll have a thicker Sharpie line. So you move your ruler over to the other side, keeping it nice and consistent. And then this is where you want to switch. Once you've had a start at it and you're feeling more confident at it, you can switch over to the bigger Sharpie, but clearly the bigger the Sharpie, the bigger the mistake. And then you would go in and fill in any spaces. You want it to go perfectly media, black line, white space. Once you have a black Sharpie that is about the same size all the way around, so I'd have to clean this up and bring this in. I am then going to use the different erasers. You have a couple of options. The first one is I have one of these dry cleaning pads. They work well if your only problem is finger marks. You just take it around and it will erase off and clean off any finger mistakes. If you have, genuine things that need erased, you're going to need to go to your white eraser. Make sure you're holding your paper and that you're always pushing in towards your paper. If you're ever pulling out, if you're ever pulling like this, you'll tear it. So you can push out towards the edges or in towards the center, and then I recommend just putting your other hand on the other side so you don't lose track of it. Once that is all done, you've brushed away everything so that it's all clean, remembering not to brush over top of your loose medias. If you have eraser stuff you need to get rid of, then you need to flip your drawing over the trash can and kind of shake it. Then you're ready to do the varnish. You'll need to ask the instructor where you can spray the varnish, and then you pull off the top, staying about a good 6 to 8 inches away from your picture so that this is not spraying the varnish on to your picture, but it's kind of falling onto your picture. You give it one solid good coat going one direction, and then you flip it and give it a solid good coat the other direction. And then you need to allow this to dry for 24 hours. And if you really work at it, you would still be able to erase any of your loose medias, but it does hold them more in place.